Hello, hello, and welcome to Calaguas Island here in Bicol region.
Yes.
I'm right, that's for a change. And today we have woken up to the most pristine beach, absolutely deserted, which is something you don't see very often. Sand is as soft as anything I've ever seen in my life. What would you describe the sand as?
It's kind of like Boracay levels.
Boracay level of sands. And definitely can agree to that as well. I haven't seen anything quite like this in my life. And especially being incredibly quiet. But the time is only about 8 AM. So we need to go to our hotel and get some breakfast. But first we'll show you some of the sights here in the early morning, what the beach looks like. We have arrived at the Calaguas White Sand Resort where we've been staying, ready for the buffet breakfast, which they have, and it's already served up. Time's now only about 7:30, 8 AM. Let's see what they have for the buffet breakfast. Right, so what do we have here? We have plain white rice,
Dried fish.
dried fish. This one is longanisa sausage and fried egg. So not a bad selection as well, and obviously that also is included in the price of staying in this resort. You get your breakfast, your lunch and your dinner all included in the rate, and then some snacks as well throughout the day. So let's get myself some breakfast and then I'll tell you what it tastes like. So we have opted for some of the white rice, fried egg and a longanisa sausage. I do pardon my mistake, it's garlic fried rice, so even better. We start off with some of the longanisa sausage. Bit of rice, obviously. That's really tasty. And then we have some of the fried egg. Thumbs up, definitely approved of. Haven't had breakfast, which was highly recommended. It was really good. And as I said before, comes included in the price and was incredibly tasty. Eggs were amazing. The longanisa was amazing. The garlic rice was incredible, but it always is in the Philippines. Definitely what you want when you're getting up in the morning. But now we're gonna walk, well, we are walking down to the beach. We've got the resort just up there. So it's literally stone's throw from the ocean. So let's make our way in and see what the water's like. And we've swapped to a more suitable camera for going in the water. And where I was before was probably a couple of steps backwards and I already cannot touch the floor. So let's go for a swim out, see how far we can get. But the water's incredibly warm and the sun's starting to come out now, so I need to be careful of my pasty white skin because we don't want to get too burnt. But looking down, I can't touch the floor at all anymore. Looking down, it's just sand, so I don't think there's many fish around here. But what I can do is we can duck you down and see what you can see for yourself while I try and swim and so keep my head above water, because this is more difficult trying to talk and swim at the same time. I look more like a drowning dog. And after a bit of time in the sea, which is absolutely amazing, the sea's super warm, it's time to come back into the shade. We found a nice shaded area right by Calaguas White Sand, which is just directly behind me. And also there's a couple of Sari-Sari shops. So if we look down the other side of the island, down that way at the far end of the beach, there's Sari-Sari shops down there. And what you can get is snorkels. So you can rent a snorkel for the day for 150 pesos. So saves you bringing your own, and at least that way you can have an explore of the sea, see what there is down there, hopefully see some fish. So that's the next thing to do. We've had a swim before, but now it's time to get the snorkel in, get the GoPro back in, and see what fish we can find down below. Now it's time to explore the lunch options after having our breakfast earlier and having a swim again. So let's see what the lunch has, which I think is pretty good. So we start off with, we have some rice, bullaloo, I think, some veggies, fried chicken, and then some fruits to finish off. So all looks pretty good, definitely pretty appetizing. So let's get stuck in. And after a successful lunch, which was definitely highly recommended, all the food was absolutely incredible. Chicken was amazing, the pork was so tender. So it wasn't bullaloo, it was nilaga, but I always get confused between the two because they're always quite similar. But in the meantime, I've come back to my shady spot and we'll chill here while the sun's high in the sky, because at the moment my skin's already getting red and I'm starting to look like a lobster already. So let's get some more sun cream on. From the time swimming where we have been for the last couple of hours, just up there on the beach, it was time for us to have a quick shower. Well, I had a shower, already dripping, it's absolutely scorching. I'm not sure how hot it is today, but what I can tell you is I've literally just got out of the shower and I'm already soaking wet with sweat dripping all over my glasses, which is a new encounter I haven't experienced before, but oh well. So what we're going to do now is there's a couple of Sari-Sari shops along the beach next to the Isle of Calaguas Resort, which we went to earlier and I bought this dry bag from. So we're going to have an explore around there, and then you can see what stuff you can get, because obviously a lot of the hotels here include all your food minus drinks, but you get your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, then you get some snacks in some places as well. Then you can also get extra stuff just up here at these Sari-Sari shops. And then we've got the Isle of Calaguas Resort, which is this one here. Boats dropping people off. A big pile of sand, which I assume will be a sandcastle at some point. But you've got a lot of people that have come in today being a Monday, and then also some people that came in for day trips and stuff like that. Oh, it's Tuesday. I thought it was Monday yesterday, wasn't it, when we arrived? That's why I'm getting confused. Where we have a couple of different shops along here. Two with food, one that sells clothes and bits and bobs. So that's what we can find here. Oh yeah. Internet available. Different prices, different amounts of time. definitely reasonable. Hey.
Hey, bro.
Magkano po to, ate?
Shop here, which I got the dry bag from.
Tapos dalawa pong tsinelas.
And then you get swimming shorts, tops,
Tapos na po.
usual souvenir bits and bobs. Floaters. All the normal touristy bits. And walking further around, there's also a food stall and juice. So you can get fruit shakes, burgers, pot noodles, or cup noodles as it's called. Most times I call them pod noodles because what we're used to. But I think it's time to get a drink because it's absolutely bacon. Fresh watermelon shake has been secured. Look at that, nice dripping cold, full of ice. Just what's needed on a day like this when it's absolutely scorching. And it's all freshly made, freshly prepared right in front of you, so you know it's the good stuff. So it's definitely the place to come to on here for some fresh juice. Reg even got herself a mango, yellow mango, and they do it without milk if you request it as well, for lactose and stuff like that. So you can get ones no milk, no sugar. This one has sugar but just no milk because I'm not a fan of milk. But definitely is what I needed for today. Definitely quenches that thirst that I had. Better than water does. Thumbs up. And I was waiting for a burger that I ordered, which they do food and bits as well, so we'll see what that tastes like when that arrives. And the burgers have arrived, and it's buy one take one, or buy one get one free. 1, 2, nice and warm, straight off the cooker. So there's a slight change of plan. The buy one take one now has turned into a double burger, so we have one big burger. It's good, it's like a McDonald's burger. Definitely what I needed after a long day of swimming. It feels a little hole in my stomach before dinner time. So let's get tucked into this. Mission successful with the Sari-Sari shops. We've got our food and drink, another bottle of water as well, which I need because it's absolutely scorching today. And next thing to do is head back up to Calaguas White Sand Resort
For snacks.
for snack time, because I think they have banana fritters, Reg is saying.
That comes with, and fruits.
Banana fritters and fruits in the afternoon before dinner time. And also sunset will be soon as well, so it'd be nice to get up there, chill out and watch the sunset, which should be directly across from this beach. So let's head up there now, which is just up that end of the beach where the white picket fence is. So it's not too far. It's not a very long beach. It doesn't take long to walk up and down. And we've arrived back to the Calaguas White Sand Resort. And before we make our way to the kitchen area, first I'll show you the cabanas, which is another option of rooms you can stay in when you're here. There's 4 at the front of the resort, and they're definitely really nice. If you come inside one of them, you've got benches which you can use, where you get given pillows and duvets and undersheets and blankets and cushions, that's the word I'm looking for, to make it nice and comfy. Also got curtains, and I think they also have mosquito nets as well, which is definitely something needed. It was very mosquito-y last night. I was getting absolutely bit to hell, but it'll be a nice place to stay. You get the nice breeze coming in off the sea, cool you down, so you don't need to have the air conditioning. It's a more natural experience, I guess you'd say. Then straight across from there we come across and we have the main restaurant where they serve breakfast, lunch, dinner and the snacks, which I think they have at the moment. So at the moment there is this, which is
It's like fruits and coconut milk.
coconut milk fruits. We've got dirty kitchen there, telly and a karaoke machine, I think that is. Then from here we've got stairs which go up to the new rooms, which are there directly behind me. I think they're just being built or they're newly refurbished. It used to be a viewing deck. We have a couple of toilets just there, and then over this far end we have a shower room for people using the cabanas, and then we've also got a couple of other rooms scattered around the place, along there and there, and obviously they're all available for rent, and you can find information for different rooms available from the website, and then booking is done via Facebook, and I think you can also email as well from the address on the website. Then you speak to them, then you arrange which room you want to stay, pricing and how to get to the island, because they do have, I think there's scheduled boats which you can take to get across in the morning, and then they take you back early afternoonish, I think 12 o'clock-ish maybe. We'll find out when we leave in a couple of days time. Now it's time to set up, find somewhere to chill out to watch the sunset. Now it's time for the dinner time, which we have some nice fresh rice, sinigang fish, I believe, some vegetables with eggplants and bits, and then it looks very dark, but we have liempo and chicken. So what we'll do now is serve mine up. We'll get some of the rice, of course. I'll leave the fish alone because I'm not a big fan, but we'll try this. Vegetables. Maybe I'll keep away from the chili because it can get a bit hot. And then of course we're going for chicken. Just take one piece and then some liempo, because liempo is going to be banging. That's enough for now, so let's take this back to the table and see what it tastes like. Start with liempo.
Or balay dako. Ako, balay dako sa taas. Tsaka yung, hindi naman ganun kamahal, mas mahal pa nga sa green ats eh. Green ats. Yung kubo-kubo.
And the greens, what's the green stuff?
Laing.
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 It's, is it
Coconut taro.
taro leaf,
Taro
right?
leaves.
We'll find out.
You've had that in Boracay before, messed up.
It's good.
Fresh. Mga panaginipan ko na yung ulo stress na yun.
And the only thing left to do now is check out what the room's like here at the Calaguas White Sand Resort, which we've got the new, brand new converted rooms. So hopefully this should be absolutely amazing. So let's go take our first look, if I know which way I'm going. So we come up the stairs. The stairs lead down to where the main restaurant is. Then our room is up here to the end. In we come and the door magically opens for me. We have an amazing bed, which we will give a bed test in a minute. Couple of lovely chairs, all brand new, fully refurbished, so it looks absolutely perfect. We've got a lovely balcony area, wraparound balcony I must add. And then we've got views straight out to the ocean over there. Air conditioner, which was just on, but we've turned it off because of being in, having the windows open. And then let's go explore where the bathroom might be, which is outside of the room. And then we have new bathroom, toilet, sink, shower, and a little drying section. One thing I did forget to do when I gave you the actual tour of the room was to do a bed test and see what the bed's like. This is the brand new bed, so I'm expecting it to be super, super comfortable. So let's take our first test. Oh, very good. Feels like a memory foam mattress. Super, super comfortable. So all in all, a very, very, very nice room. Probably the nicest room available on the island, I must say. Especially with these views as well, they're absolutely incredible. So definitely a must stay if you're coming here, definitely come check them out. And I think as I said previously, you can find them on Facebook. Facebook's the way to book it. You send them a message, tell them what date you're looking for, then they'll arrange it all for you. They'll arrange the boats to bring you over from the mainland, and all you've got to do is sort your transport out. But I will link another video in this one of how to get here, which is an easier way than getting the bus, which can go from Manila and drops you in Daet. Then you get the ferry over. You can also fly, which is in the other video, from Manila to Naga City. Then they'll pick you up in a van, bring you to Daet, then you get your boat across. But anyway, we'll leave this video here for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.